All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Joseph Goodman of Goodman Games, and
I'm official professional sidekick, Brendan LaSalle.
hey, everybody. So welcome to Spawn of Cyclops Con. If things are going as usual, our audio is not working. So traditionally, you can't hear us in these things. Audio is working. Okay, so it sounds like you can hear us. So we finally got it right. I think this is our fourth online con. All right. So welcome, everybody. We're here. We can hear you. Great. So we're here to talk you through some opening ceremony stuff, tell you about the con a little bit. And we have something really cool planned that we're going to show you, which is how we're actually going to have a real dealer's room and a real convention hall and a real artist alley and maybe a couple of secret Easter eggs along the way. But first of all, we'll give people a chance to join. And I was thinking maybe I just say hi to Brendan. How's it going, Brendan?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you?
Pretty good.
Catch up. Yeah, man.
Yeah. How's the weather?
Oh man, it's gloomy. Today is a perfect convention weather. It's rainy outside. You'd rather be indoors. You know what I mean? It's dark, so I'm not getting a lot of reflection. It's wonderfully gloomy here in Kennesaw today, so I'm very excited about it.
I was going to say, your complexion looks really good today. Maybe it's the lighting, you know, the gloominess of the lighting or something.
I couldn't tell you. I certainly have not been eating well, getting any sun, or getting enough sleep, or less caffeine. So
sounds like a real con.
Yeah, it's like a real con. You know what I mean? It's had a freak out like this morning. Couldn't find links to anything this morning. Had a genuine freak out. Like, did I delete everything? You know. So yeah, it was a moment. But I would say this feels more like any other convention, like a real of our online conventions. This feels the most like a face-to-face convention for me, more than ever, because when I woke up yesterday, I was like, oh my God, that's tomorrow. No, I don't wanna. And then this morning I was like, hell yeah, I can't wait. Like, I'm so excited about my games and everything. So, that's how it.
No, that's exactly how it is. You do all this work, you're like exhausted the night before. You're like, why did I do this? And then you wake up and you're like, oh, it's fun again. And then as soon as it's over, you're exhausted by Sunday night and you're like, why did we do this again?
Yeah. No, I always have good memories and happy things on the Sunday. You know what? I'm actually most like I want. This is what if you're watching this, very often if you're in the road crew, I'm always soliciting for pictures of people's games. Please send me screenshots.
Yeah.
I want all the screenshots. Brendan at goodman-games.com. Send them to me. Who knows what we'll do with them? But I would love to see your games. Love to see all your faces. I miss y'all who I would normally be, staggering around in the hallway with at Saturday night. I miss all of y'all. So.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. And everybody, you will have the chance to stagger around in the hall with Brendan and everybody else at this con. We're going to show you something really cool in about 15 minutes that we're setting up. And I think it's the first time it's ever been done in a virtual con. And I think you're all going to be really happy. As somebody said last night, you will finally get to walk around inside a Doug Kovacs drawing. That's what it feels like. It's like DCC brought to life. All right, so let me walk through some of the stuff we have for you here. So Brendan made a great call, guys. Send in your photos and your screen captures. That is the con experience right now. And we've always tried to, recognize all the judges and the players and so on in our yearbooks and so on. And that's the way to do it. There's a lot going on at this con. So just like before, we have a Twitch channel, which you're watching, and a lot of programming for it. So you can find the links for that on the tabletop events page or on, the Goodman Games website. There's a couple new things happening this time on the Twitch channel. We are going to have a chat with the Skulls Minions, which is tomorrow, and that'll be a chance to catch up with Howard Andrew Jones and some of the hardworking interns, at least those who have survived, who have been reading all the submissions to our fiction contest. We had a couple with their eyeballs burnt out because the fiction was so bad, but we had some really good submissions too, and they've made it to the next round. But Howard and some of the interns will tell you all about what they've been finding out and some of the good stories they've read, some of the lessons they have for future writers, so on and so forth. And then, Brendan, I hear you have cooked up an exciting new show for us all to check out. And maybe you could tell us about that.
Well, I'd love to. Yeah. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be launching Saturday Night at the Sidebar, which is going to be just a hangout show. We're going to be like real Twitch kids and just go on there and just be like, no agenda. We're just going to, respond, hang out. It's going to be a just come and gather, have us on in the background when you're having your real fun. We're all going to just be there, like hanging out, try to, partially to kind of recapture that moment at the bar, as best we can, given the format we have, but mostly because it's going to be a fun way. We're going to hang out. My co-host for the evening, Mr. Thorin Thompson, who is a a hilarious guy who you will very rarely see behind the scenes. But
Thorne, I hear he's smart and handsome.
Smart, handsome. Look, would you give Thorne best haircut of the whole Goodman crew?
You know, yeah. The trouble is he changes his hair so much it's hard to keep up, but it always looks good.
He's fashion forward, man. He's always on the cutting edge.
Yeah.
Just a good-looking dude, you know. I mean, he's not.
Don't tell me he said this. You know?
No, he's not Mark Bruner good-looking, but like he's good-looking. Where it's not. I don't feel threatened by it like I do with Mark. You know what I'm saying? Mark is a little like, come on, pal.
I know. Yeah, I didn't tell you, but I had Mark actually sign my chest once, you know, and then I got it tattooed on. Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying?
Special guy.
I've written some slash fic. You know what? Let's just leave that. Let's just leave them.
We'll come back to that later.
Yeah,
that's sidebar talk. We should cover that in the sidebar.
Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow evening. Also tomorrow, I got a special occasion. You know, we don't typically drink here in the house, here in Casa LaSalle King, but I have special dispensation for tomorrow night. So I will be having my first shot of Jägermeister in more than a year. So my tolerance at this point is meek. So I might pass out. So if you're interested in just seeing me fall over and maybe hurt myself, you should sign up. You should come in again or come hang out tomorrow night. So
we will hopefully capture the authentic experience of hanging out at the bar at a con. That's the goal.
Yep.
So guys, there's one other exciting thing. Well, there's a lot of exciting things, but another exciting thing that I'll mention real quick that's going on our Twitch channel is the auction. So I think a lot of you have probably had fun at auctions in the past, you know, Gen Con, Gary Con, North Texas, all the others. And the I'm reading the chat. You guys, I can't say this on air, but that's really funny. Okay, so the the auction this time around, you know, as one person said, it's the best chance to have a great time on a Friday night. Half of it is about the stories behind the items. We have rated our garages, our basements, our attics, and everything else. And we've rated those, and we are going to find some cool stuff to auction off. And I think you guys are going to love it. There's previews of it on the website. And Jim Kitchen, who I think many of you know from the auction scene at a lot of the cons, is going to be the guy who will get up there and talk us all into spending lots of money. And it's all going to go to benefit a really good cause, the Franklin Food Bank. Every item is either 100% for the Franklin Food Bank, or if it's something the person needs to actually get some compensation for, it's still 20% minimum to the Franklin Food Bank. So check it out tonight. It's let's see, I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern, if I remember right, here on the Twitch channel. Now, a couple other final things before I show you guys the exciting convention hall. One thing to note is that we do have a track, or several tracks actually. One track is for, obviously there's tons of DCC games, MCC, Lakemar, etc. There's a special track for new DCC players. There'll be a post about it over the weekend. If you're not sure how to find it, just email us and we can tell you. But if you're new to DCC, there's lots of opportunities for you to game this weekend. And we are happy to teach you and go at the pace that you need to make it fun for you. We also have a track for a D&D 5th edition players. So there's lots of 5e games on the schedule. Some of them still have seats open. So again, if you need help finding the games, let us know, but there's a lot out there for you. And then one other thing to know about, so we have a Kickstarter running right now, Crypt of the Devil Lich, which actually, you know, Chris Doyle is one of the original lead designers of this, and I'm going to see him in Gathertown shortly when we go onto the convention hall. So I will let him tell you a little bit of the details about it. But in short, it's live now. It's an awesome killer dungeon, and you probably won't make it through. All right, cool. So I think it's time for us to reveal the convention hall. So guys, here's what's going to happen. We're going to fade out for, you know, a couple minutes while I get this set up. Then we're going to come back in. You're going to see something you've probably never seen before. If you give it a chance, watch it for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we will tell you how to get in. If you have a badge for the con, when the time is right, you will get a communication that has the information on how to log in. One thing to remember about this is literally the first time we've ever done it, and I think the first time that any virtual con has done it. So, dude, it might be buggy. Like, we're all learning this together. So if you find a problem, just email us and we'll fix it. Each con gets a little better. But this is also where you find the dealer's hall. So it's where if you want to buy the convention t-shirt, you have to log into this con space to do it. If you want to buy many exciting things from the dozens of vendors that are there and all the artists who are there. And if you want to meet, for example, Doug Kovacs, Brad McDevitt, Peter Mullen, William McCausland, Stefan Pogue, Chris Arneson, Cliff Karowski, and many of the other artists who have supported us in the past, you will find them there. So we're going to pause for a couple seconds, and then we'll see you back here on this channel in 2 or 3 minutes, and you're going to see something really cool. Thorny, ready? Transition. Okay, now can you hear me? That is a great description. Legend of Zelda inside a Doug Kovacs painting. All right, so guys, it is like Legend of Zelda inside a Doug Kovacs painting. So here's what we're gonna do. You are looking at the convention hall, and I'm gonna walk around and show you some of what you can see and do, and you'll be able to do a lot on your own as well. One of the greatest features of this is you can literally wander the halls and meet other people. So what you see in your screen in the center actually is a Doug Kovacs painting with my avatar right there. In the lower right, you see me, what I actually look like with video and audio. And then you'll see along the left, the list of people who are currently in here, and we're going to meet some of those people. So let's start walking through the map, and I'll show you a few things. Oh, look at that. Is that the Cyclops? Oh my. It's the Cyclops. Hi, Cyclops. How are you?
Who dares enter the citadel of the sun? Oh, it's you.
Sorry to wake you up, Cyclops. Can we come into your citadel?
Yeah, come in. My spawn has created so many sights for you to see. Yes, look about, but be warned. There's danger around every corner.
Oh no, not danger.
Oh yeah, big time danger.
All right, Cyclops, go get some breakfast. We'll keep wandering. We'll see you around.
Cower brief mortals.
Ah! Okay, see you later, Cyclops. All right, so guys, this is how it works. And the audio will be low as we broadcast on Twitch for the people I'm talking to. We're still working on that. But here, look what we have here. We have a schedule of the booth times. Why, that must mean there are booths here. Let's go find out. I wonder if down here, why, look at this. It's booths. It's booths. Let's see what's in this booth. And it's loading. Well, look at that. It's a booth where you can buy stuff for the convention. How about that? And they're running con specials. So folks, as we continue to walk through this, you will see a lot of booths, and there will be people waiting at some of those booths. There's also something odd here. I wonder what this could be, but I'll let you guys explore that later. So let's keep walking through. Maybe we'll meet some people in the neighborhood as we keep walking around. Why, look, it's some people up here. Oh, but there we go. Hey, Ariel, how's it going? Well, I think your audio's off.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, good. Just hanging out at the table.
Awesome. Tell us about some of your con specials today.
I have the Hexanomicon for sale, and I think there's a coupon up there for that, and some stickers, and mostly links to free stuff and works in progress.
That's cool. Now, you're being broadcast live on Twitch, just so you're aware. Everybody in the audience, be aware the audio doesn't work as great when we're broadcasting, but when you're inside the space, it works fine. So just pretend you understood what he said. So Ariel, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull up your booth on the screen so they can see it. Let's see. So folks, you should now see his booth coming up. He's actually got a really cool booth. It's like a table with stuff laid out.
You press X.
Yeah. There, look at all those amazing things on his table that you guys can check out when you get here. This is actually really cool. I haven't looked at it all yet either. All right, I'll come back later and get distracted. All right, I got to keep walking around. Thank you, Ariel, and hopefully some folks will come by soon. All right, talk to you later.
All right.
Let's go see what Ed has up here. Hey, Ed. Can you hear me, Ed?
Yeah, I can. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, great.
Awesome. Is that a dragon head I see on the wall behind you?
Yes, it is. You know, adventuring trophy. Sometimes you bring the parts back with you.
That's awesome. So tell us about what you've got here for the con. I understand you have a special page set up and some con specials. In fact, I'll bring it up on the site here.
All right. So for Oregon Games, we are offering a couple of con specials, some bundles. we've got our 2 hard copy books, the Pax Lexque Campaign Guide and Isles of the Celts. These are both offered at $4 off for the con. And if you buy either book, you get the associated modules for free of charge.
That's awesome. And it looks like you're running a bunch of events too, from what I can see here.
Yeah. 6 events. I've got a seminar tonight on running DCC for new GMs. So potentially a busy weekend.
This is all. I love how you set up your page. It's awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we are broadcasting on Twitch. I probably should have told you that. So you were just live, and I'm wandering around just showing people what the space is like. So thanks for giving us a preview.
All right. No problem.
Cool. Okay. I'll see you around.
Right.
Okay. And look up here. It's Tom. Hey, how you doing, man? Tom, can you hear me?
I can. How's it going, Joe?
Pretty good. How are you?
Very good.
Good. So I should warn you, we're broadcasting live on Twitch. And by the way, the audio, your audio, I can hear it, but they can't hear it that well. So speak up if you don't mind. But tell people about. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna pull up your booth here actually on the page so they can see it. Tell us a little bit about what you got going on here.
Awesome. So we just launched minutes ago a Kickstarter for a DCC zero level adventure. For the con, we've got a bunch of specials up. Anybody who orders something in the con gets this cool owlbear sticker. And then we're known for our RPG stamps. We have these self-inking stamps that Goodman Games sells as well. We have a special deal on a few of those that are available.
That's awesome. I love your page.
Thank you.
That's great. Yeah, and I love the Tournament of Pigs. Like what you've done with the box set, and like it looks really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pledging. All right, well, this is great. I think people here are gonna really enjoy it. So, and you guys watched on Twitch, definitely come and visit the Weirdworks booth.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Thanks, man. I'll see you around.
Bye.
All right, let's check out. It looks like Studio 9 is here. Aaron, are you there?
I'm there. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm on a computer without a camera. I'm thinking about how to switch to another computer, but I wonder if I'll be able to get in.
Oh, it's okay. What I'll tell people actually, because you set up something really cool, and everybody in the audience, I'm not going to do it because it would warp me to strange dimensions. But if you come here to the Studio 9 booth, you not only can pull up their website and look at their specials. If you walk into that little demonic portal, it actually leads you to another space that you can explore.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, did you checked it out in there?
I did. I kind of got lost a little bit, but
okay. All right. I set the portal near the return portal now.
Oh, good. Okay.
So that when you come in, and then it's open now, so then you can come right back. So,
yeah, maybe that probably helped people like me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
I'm glad you like it. Yeah, so I'm going to keep wandering around to show the audience what's here. But good seeing you, and I'll catch up with you later.
Okay, sounds good. See you, Joe. Thanks.
Okay, bye. All right, everybody in the audience, let me show you a couple more things, and then we'll tell you how to get in here yourself. So we're exploring the Citadel. I invite you all to explore it yourself. If you're in this app and you get lost, you can find your way with this map down below. See this little icon of the mini map? You click that. It pulls up the map. It shows you where you are on it. Then you can X out. And of course, if you go to our website or the tabletop events page, there is a map there as well that shows all the dealers hall. And actually, you'll see people walk by you. That's the whole point. Once everybody's in here, you can wander through and talk to people however you want. Hey, King Mom, how's it going? Your video's off. All right. So let's go see. I guess he doesn't want to say hi. Let's go see what else we got up here. Let's go into the main section of the Citadel. Why, I wonder what's up here. I think, look, it's the Artist Alley. In fact, there's an artist right now. We sighted one in the wild. Hey, Stefan. All right, Stefan, you got to turn your stuff on. There we go. There's Stefan.
I was in another window.
Okay. How's it going, man?
It's going good. How are you?
Good. You know, you look like a snowman in your avatar.
I know. I chose that intentionally.
Okay. All right. How's the weather? Is it snowy or is it sunny?
You know, it's 40 degrees.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That's nothing.
That's nothing. If you're from Michigan, for us California people, that's like.
Well, yeah, it's all relative.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's things? Let me.
Yeah.
How's things with you guys?
Pretty good. I should warn you, we're broadcasting live on Twitch, so the world is seeing you right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you might want to, put your face on if you haven't yet.
What are you saying?
Just saying, just saying. So I'm gonna pull up your booth here so people can see what it's like in the artist alley.
Okay.
Look at that. You have art for sale. That is amazing.
I do, and I understand later we're going to have an auction.
That is correct. Yes, and that's true. I believe one of your paintings, if I recall, was in the auction.
I think 3 or 4 of them.
3 or 4 of them. Okay, you paint a lot, man. I bet you make a lot of art.
I most of what I do is drawing. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, exactly. So this is awesome. So people can come to this booth, chat with you, like a name they've seen so many times in their books, and they can talk with you like in real life, and then pick up some original art.
Right on.
Oh,
Be here.
this is yeah, man. Actually, I'm getting lost in your website. I need to turn this off. Do you want to tell people what you've been doing for the DCC 9th printing? I don't know if we told anybody that yet.
What I've been doing is I have been going back and redoing some of the old drawings that I think could be better. So, and I think one of them has some of the new drawings in it. One of the printings. It was the softback cover. I have one somewhere up there. But I'm currently, I just sent you, I think, 5 or 6 new drawings, little ones, the other day. So when I get time in between other projects, it's really a lot of fun to come back and revisit old themes and take a new twist on them.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, we've all gotten more experience and learned any tricks, and it's cool that I'm just telling you guys what I've seen is Stefan's done this. Like it's like the same basic image, similar layout, similar concepts, but it looks even cooler. So whenever we get around to printing the next round, it's almost like the same art but different versions of it, new art but not quite fully new art.
Right on.
Cool.
Yeah, we're having fun with it.
Cool. All right. Well, Stefan, thanks for saying hi. I'm gonna wander around and I'm gonna show people some other stuff.
Enjoy the con, Joe.
Thanks, Stefan. You too. Talk to you later. Bye. Now, everybody, I need to find Chris Doyle, who is somewhere on here. So I'm going to show you another function. Show us where the secret passage is. You'll have to find that yourself. Let me show you another function. I'm going to click on Chris. I'm going to hit locate on map, and it's going to tell me where Chris is. Let's go find Chris. And Chris is in the arcade. All right. Guys, there's an arcade. There are actually real games here. Chris, are you playing video games again?
You bet. Always. Off there.
How's it going, man?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. So how's the con going for you so far?
With excitement.
Yeah.
Yes.
Were you playing one of the video games?
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to show people the video games. It's just super cool that we have an arcade here.
Very cool.
Now, Chris,
where I'm gonna be when I'm not running games.
Same here, actually. Yeah, I know. Tell us about that. What's that interesting shirt you're wearing, Chris?
I am wearing a "You Got Wasted by the Devil Lich" shirt because in about an hour and a half, I will be wasting some players in the Devil Lich's crypt. Check out our Kickstarter. Matter of fact, there's probably a link somewhere on Gather Tab.
Well, there very well could be. Maybe I'll show people. I bet you're right. So that looks like the original shirt from, was it 2004? I think.
Yes, 2004. Yeah, I had 2 shirts. One of them I wore to death, and then one I set aside. So I'm on the second one.
That's actually smart.
Worn out. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe we should make some more for the Kickstarter or something.
We should. I hear there's a lot of, people don't want posters, but I bet they want shirts.
Yeah, I know, man. But the trouble is, anytime you do something that's not a book, it just means the shipping costs get all complicated. I'm scarred by that from so many times. But all right, cool. So I think I'm going to show people a video game. Have you selected one that you think we should show them?
I have not. So I haven't. I checked it out weeks ago. I haven't checked out the new slate. So
Oh, we swapped out the games. Yeah, man. I mean, actually, I should tell everybody, Harley actually designed this map. He drew the map and then Doug painted it. And then Harley selected the video games. And we discovered that Harley and I have different ideas of what constitutes great video games. So the one like executive order I gave was there have to be certain games in this arcade because those are the ones that I love 1942. Like I can't get enough of that game. So I think I'll all right, so I'm gonna walk up and show them the video games. All right, let's see if I can get this to work right. So folks watching on Twitch, you can pull up a video game here. Well, look at that. My game in 1942 looks like it was saved. Oh, maybe not. All right, I can't remember the controls though. It uses these like, I never get. Oh wait, this is 1940. I asked for 1942. This is like the sequel. I think there were 3 or 4 of them. Well, this one's still pretty good. And it's 1943 Mark II. I wonder what that means. Anyway, I'll figure this out later. You got to kind of play with the controls a little bit on the emulators. But guys, there's a ton of cool video games here. Come spend your day in the arcade when you're in between games. Chris, why don't we go show them let me show them a feature. I'm going to follow you. And then you walk down to I'm following you now. You walk down to the Devilich icon and we can show them.
Do that right. Wait.
There you go. Yeah.
Gotta go through the steps.
Yeah. There we go. All right. So I'm going to now stop following Chris. And guys, that's a function I'm showing you because you can walk and talk that way. Stop following. And then I'm going to pull up the Kickstarter. So guys, there's a couple nuances to how this app works. You can't necessarily pull up every kind of basically web page. So sometimes you'll see the starter page and then you click the, link here, then it bounces you into the next page. And you'll see a little bit of that, but go ahead and back the Kickstarter. And while you're, oh, hey, Peter, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? I'm just trying to find people.
What's up?
Well, I was at my little booth and I was like, huh. Just me, am I in the right town?
Well,
I was thinking it was all just like a big joke. Like, hey, let's see if we can get Nolan to show up. And maybe
I mean, that's what we normally do, but
I'm Irish. I'm always a day late in the battle.
So actually, this is awesome because this is just like what a con is like. I should warn you, Peter, you're being broadcast on Twitch. We're currently doing the like pre-show broadcast. So everybody, this is Peter Mullen, the famous artist, and the way Twitch or the way this app works is people can wander by and you can chat with them. It's just like real life. So I think we should probably send out the link. So if you're a badge holder, you should be able to log in and you can all come and say hi to Peter here and the rest of us. So Susan, if you're listening, go ahead and click the button to send out the link. Everybody, if you have a badge, you'll get an email from Tabletop Events in the next 5 minutes or so that'll have the link and the password to get in here. And if you're not a badge holder but want to buy a badge after seeing this, go buy a badge. They're only $5. When you get the badge, it'll come with the details in there. And we hope to see you here during the con. And I'll keep wandering around a little bit just to show you guys the stuff. And eventually we'll sign off. But all right, Susie says the link has been sent. So you guys check your email. And I'm going to go back to just hanging out. Well, and hopefully we'll see you guys here soon. So Peter, how's life with you?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
A little icy out there, but it's starting to clear up. It's finally melting away. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. Out here in California, it got down to 72 yesterday and we were really struggling, but we're coping as best we can. Sorry.
California just sounds better.
Except for the fires and the earthquakes. Like,
yeah, but I tell you what, the snow at this point, I'm ready to move somewhere south.
Yeah.
But it's a little less hard, I guess, on the back. But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, cool. Why don't I'm going to walk over to your booth and why don't we show people your booth?
Oh, okay. Oh, let's see if I can find it again.
All right. Let's see. It's over here somewhere.
Here we are.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Let me pull it up on the screen here so people can see it.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm disappointed.
Oh, no, this looks awesome. So guys, if you're watching on Twitch, you can do this. You can log in. You can check out, the dealers halls, the art booths, etc. Yeah, man, these are great. These are some of my favorite images that you've done for some of our products. This is great.
Well, we'll plan to get some more up here throughout the next couple of days too. So I figured we'll go with day one and keep adding as we go. So
yeah. So I know you have that skull in the auction, But you told me a funny story about hand carving your own miniatures when you were a kid.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was. We had an older cousin. He was about, I don't know, I'd say 8 or 9 years older than I was, and he was in college. And so he came home, and we were playing D&D together. It was like, hey, you know, cousin Charlie's here, and we're gonna play D&D, and it was great, you know. And he pulled out all these old like miniatures, and we were just like mesmerized.
Yeah.
So, and of course, living in Nowheresville, Pennsylvania, there was nowhere really to get anything like that. So I decided, hey, I got this pocket knife and a whole lot of sticks out there and 70 acres of farmland. So I started carving our own. Needless to say, I think I cut my fingers about 50 times. It was.
It's really cool. I mean, I made little miniatures out of like, I guess some sort of clay, one of those like modeling clays that you get as a kid, but I've never heard of anybody like actually like a hand carving on a wood. Like that's pretty cool.
It's what we had.
Yeah.
We were kind of doing, well, you had to kind of be do-it-yourselfers at some point. But,
Yeah.
you know, I had a hacksaw and I'd saw off little, you know, I'd find a branch. I wasn't even paying attention to like what kind of wood. It was probably all like oak. It's like super hard.
That's a good point. I mean, if you were a kid, like who, I don't know. I didn't. Yeah.
You know, so it was, you know, they're pretty abstract.
It's cool though. I mean, it's so pure D&D. Like as a kid, you know, you knew this one was the Minotaur and you knew that one was the fighter, you know, and like, yeah.
Well, it's kind of like with Legos too. Like when we were kids, we were, you know, obsessed with Star Wars, but we only had ever, you know, so many figures. But we'd make our own figures out of Legos, and they were like 3 little blocks. But we'd play for hours of those things. It was amazing. So.
Did you ever do the thing with the GI? I don't know if you had GI Joes. I was in the GI Joes, but we learned at one point you could unscrew the screw in the back and then take off the like rubber band thing and swap the torso with the legs. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, and later on,
See,
y-
we had some of those old like Star Wars figures, but I never, I guess, really got into GI Joe as much.
yeah,
I'm trying to think. My older brothers, usually we'd get some toys from my older cousins. They were like hand-me-down toys. Now, of course, they're all like, you know, worth a lot of money, and we played them to pieces. You know, so they're worth nothing now. You know, I still have a couple of pieces of these toys, but yeah, the GI Joe. I guess we were more Star Wars fans, and you know, of course, I like the Transformers.
yeah.
And we also were. There was a He-Man phase. Like my brother was in the He-Man, so we had a good bit of He-Man stuff. Never the Castle Grayskull because that was like way too big. But it was fun. I mean, we'd play around. I know that my Dagobah Luke Skywalker lost his head, and a cousin of mine, my older cousin, I have to say, he worked tirelessly to cut that head back on, but it's just like no luck.
That's hilarious. No, I had a ton of Star Wars figures too, and we sold them for 25 cents each at a yard sale in like maybe the late 90s. You know, it was before the second set of, you know, the second trilogy came out, and like of course they'd all be worth, I don't know what, $20 each or $50 each or something by now.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was never much of a collector, I guess. Like whenever we'd get a comic book, you didn't like leave it in the plastic. You pulled that thing out and read it.
I know nobody collected back then. That's why it's all valuable now, because it's all beat up, you know, most of them. Like there's not any pristine ones.
But even now, I guess I'm not really much of a collector just because I love reading books.
Yes.
But the few books that I keep for myself, I just like, I pull them out and I read them all the time. So it's,
That's a good habit. Yeah, it's funny with Goodman Games. I did it for probably at least 10 years or something before I realized like, oh, I need copies of these books. And so so at some point I went through and I was like, I need to have a copy of everything. So I'm actually missing some of the early 3.5 stuff because I like wasn't keeping track and it sold out and like whatever. Sooner or later I'll make a list and hopefully I can buy it on eBay or something. But now I make a point of like setting one aside, but same deal. I'd like, oh, cool, this is the new one, you know, and I'd start reading it and then I'd, you know, lose track of it. So,
well, yeah, that happens though too. It's like, anyway.
Yeah.
It happens when you have kids.
Yeah, yes, for sure.
Way more often than anything else.
Yes.
It's kind of like where did that drawing I just I think it's, you find it like under the diaper hamper, and you're like, that's not where I should put that.
Yes.
How did it get there?
Yeah, I've been keeping tabs on the rules we've come up with in my household that I never thought I'd need to have a rule for, but we now, what was I saying? I caught myself saying the other day, no cars in the soy sauce. And I was, I was like, why is that a rule? But my little son was like driving. He discovered if you drive your Hot Wheel through the soy sauce, it leaves like tire tracks behind, like little streams of soy sauce. So he was like driving the soy sauce all over the table. And I was like,
That's how you burn rubber with matchboxes.
yes, exactly. Yeah.
So, our rules are pretty general, you know. Keep your stuffed animals out of
Hey,
the
Rob.
garage.
Well, everybody follows that rule.
Well, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I got a 5-year-old that would test that.
that's true.
So yeah, it's all right.
Okay. All right, cool.
This is really neat. I mean, this is amazing. But now I'm just gonna kind of stick around here, I guess, for my time slot.
Yeah, and actually what I'll do is I'll leave you alone so people have a chance to talk to you. I see people wandering around now. So no, I mean I want the
It's always great to catch up.
no, you too, but I want the general public to meet Peter, the mysterious Peter Mullen, you know, who's
Oh wow.
only appeared. Well, you've been to Gen Con twice now, is that right? I feel like,
No, I think it was.
or was it? I think it's twice. 3? Okay.
Because it was 50, 51, and 52.
Okay. So yeah.
I mean, the first time it was the whole group, but then Katie had the kids, and we were there at 50. And then the next year, I brought my brothers along and my 2 older kids.
Yeah.
3 older kids.
It was like Clan Mullen. I remember like all these Mullins showed up. It's like,
Yeah, well, yeah. What to do with them now, right?
yeah.
Oh God, okay. I was just joking. But no, they really had a good time. I think Brian was a little bit disappointed that Gen Con got, well, more than a little disappointed that Gen Con got canceled, because he was thinking like, man, I'd like to go back.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I don't know what I haven't heard anything yet, but we'll see. We'll just kind of keep our fingers crossed and see where we get.
Yeah, I'm hoping it happens. But here, I'm gonna walk away though. I'm gonna give other people. I see fans walking around now, so I want to give them a chance to talk to you. So it's good catching up, and I'll see you around.
All right, Jason. Good to see you.
Okay, talk to you later.
Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
So yeah, and so guys in the audience, I'm gonna wrap it up soon, but I just wanted to give you a chance to see what this is like. If you're watching there on Twitch, I see a lot of you logged in now. So hopefully you've all got the email from Tabletop Events right now with our update. Let me go say hi to some people. Hey there, guys. Can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Greetings. Nice to meet you guys. I should warn you, we're still broadcasting on Twitch, so just be aware of that. But just wanted to say hi and see what you're thinking about the con.
This gather thing is awesome.
Okay.
It seems real seamless and smooth. I was kind of like, all right, like this might be gimmicky or whatever, but this is really, really neat.
Cool. Yeah, that's great. We want to give you guys a chance to feel like you're at a real con, so that's the idea.
Yeah. That's awesome.
All right, cool. Well, wander around and have fun.
Thanks.
All right, thanks. Talk to you later. All right, so one last thing for you folks watching online. There is the Road Crew Secret Lounge. You will have gotten a email about that from, I think it was on Wednesday, if you're in the Road Crew. And this staircase leads down to it. So if you get on this staircase, you'll be prompted to enter a password. And if you're in the Road Crew, you should have that password in your email. Anyway, I think that's the majority of the con experience here. And there's somebody trying to get in right now. Let's see if he knows the password. Let's say hi to somebody. Hi there.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Wandering around, exploring this. This is such a cool space. And I know you're going to hear that like 100 times today because there's 100 of us logged in. So,
good. I'm glad. I mean, feel free to explore and say hi to the other people in the con. The whole point is you can say hi to people in the hallway, just like we're doing right now.
Yeah, like a real actual interactive. Oh my gosh, I've missed people so much. So this
We
is
all have.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Cool. Thank you so much.
Cool. Okay. I'll see you later.
All right, cool.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, folks. I think I need to sign off. So I'm going to go over here so I can be in a less populated area. I hope you've all seen this and had a chance to, to get the email and log in. Please come. Hey, it's Yorkus. Hey, Yorkus. How's it going? So I should tell you too, if you're in the browser and you go out of the browser to your email or to Twitch, it'll happen. What's happened here to Yorkus? See how it's turned off his audio and his video. So Yorkus, if you come back into the browser, it will restore your audio and video, and then we can chat. Or not. So, okay, maybe he'll come back soon. All right, guys. So I hope you all have a chance to check this out during the con. In between games, just pop on in and say hi to people. Check out the booths. We've done our best to get as close as we can to a real con experience. We hope you like it. So I am going to log out now. And Thorn, I guess we should click your magic buttons to turn off the stream. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. I'll see you later. And let me.